Speaking of which, the Nokia T20 is a very family-friendly device as it comes with Google Kidspace, which is the perfect app for the little devils running around in your house. I mean your children. Google Kidspace can help.
Hi. Sorry. So yeah, tadi terlupa unmute mic and I did the whole introduction and unfortunately no one heard it. So hi. Today what we're gonna be talking about is the ROG Flow Z13, which I mean Vanessa here is quite familiar with, so I will let her take the lead on this one because last week you guys didn't seem that interested in me taking the lead. I received some feedback on my end. So yeah, today she will be taking the lead. Meanwhile, this is the ROG XG Mobile, and this is something that I'm very interested in, and I won't let her talk about it because I want to talk about it. And so yeah, I'll just pass her the box for her to unbox and show us what's inside. Do you need a blade? I think there's a little bit of tape. Let me just cut it. Ta-da. Okay, done.
Okay. Just open it first.
Hi, sorry earlier I didn't turn on the sound, but yeah, now it should be okay, right? Oh. 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 So yeah, apparently there's a backpack, I think. Is that, I don't know, probably a sleeve. Let's just pull it out. I mean, we are allowed to pull it out, okay?
Okay.
So it's a sleeve, which is quite nice. The packaging. I don't like this type of packaging. It drips, you know, you see. So yeah, this is the sleeve. ROG, Republic of Gamers, Republic of Gamers, Republic of Gamers, Republic of Gamers. So yeah, pretty nice sleeve with a little tag here. And I think these are probably like...
The strap?
Yeah, for straps, but there was no strap in the plastic bag. So I don't know whether there are straps in the bag.
Maybe inside here?
Oh yeah. There's a bag in a bag.
Oh, I think this is for the...
Yeah, the XG Mobile. So this is for the XG Mobile, which we were talking about later. And yeah, this is definitely something you will want to get if you get the Flow series, because there is the Flow Z13. This is the tablet. And there's actually a Flow X13, which is a convertible laptop 2-in-1, the type that you can fold backwards. So yeah, this is their sort of like innovative design for gaming laptops. So instead of your regular clamshell gaming laptop, you know, like normal gaming laptops, the Flow series is ultra portable, and that's why you get the XG Mobile external graphics for you to connect and get more performance out of it. So yeah, let me not hold you back. You can continue seeing what's inside there while I try looking for the straps. Yeah, there are straps.
Oh, I think this is the Flow itself.
Yeah, well, obviously the XG Mobile is here, so you don't have to worry about that. Thanks for sharing, Izzat is the heart.
This is...
Little Devil is underrated, more like mini shaitans. Are you talking about this laptop? Bro, it's under a wrap of gamers. Buy back, get DLC back. Yeah, actually this is the kind of laptop that you actually need to get the DLC. I would really consider the XG Mobile a DLC because it's like a separate component, but something that you would really want to get the full experience out of the ROG Flow, because without it, it's a pretty standard I wouldn't say it's a standard gaming laptop, gaming tablet, because I mean there is no such product in the market. I think with a Core i9 in tablet form factor, you know, with a 3050 graphics, all of these are not standard at all. But yeah, you don't get the full experience unless you have the XG Mobile along with it.
It makes a lot of difference.
Yep,
I yes.
it's literally a 3080 Ti.
Ah,
So this is a mouse.
okay. What's this?
Box away first. What mouse is that?
Oh.
It's the Impact, I think. The label is on the bottom. Is it?
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the
ROG
Strix
Strix Impact.
Yeah, it's the ROG Strix Impact, which that can pick up. More compact mouse, suitable for a compact laptop, I guess. Pretty standard stuff. Last week we found the Chakram Core, right? Yeah, so that's definitely a much more premium gaming mouse. This is more affordable, but then this is also a lot more compact, so it's lighter, slightly. But yeah, smaller, so you can, you know, pack it to your bag along with it, easier.
Very cute.
Okay.
And then here we have the
USB-C charger.
oh, is it?
You can see it's USB-C because, you know, this laptop itself doesn't require too much power, so 100 watts is enough. So recently, if you look at the ROG Zephyrus laptops, they actually come with two chargers, because the 100 watt is for portability, so you can use it for USB PD, which means you can charge your phone off it, which means when you travel, you can just carry one charger and not need to, you know, carry two, unlike, say, you know, like previously, if you talk about gaming laptops, you'll probably be thinking about carrying another charger that weighs another, like, what, 500 grams, at least 200 grams, you know. So this gives you something very much lighter. You can just chuck it in your bag and you can charge pretty much most of your devices. You can charge your laptop, you can charge your iPhone, you can charge your iPad. iPhone cannot, my bad. iPhone still hasn't been using USB-C for some reason. But yeah, the iPad you can. And obviously Android phones, most Android phones today. So yeah, this is a very nice little thing and provides 100 watts. So for the ROG Flow, obviously it is enough because it's like only the processor and the pretty low power graphic card consuming power out of it. While for something like the G14, obviously you need the big power brick for you to be able to get full performance. But of course, with the Flow, we have the DLC, which will be able to deliver more power while delivering additional graphics performance for your gaming needs. Hot swap that mouse too. ROG Strix Impact. I'm not sure actually on this one. I don't really remember. Let me just check. What else? There's nothing else in there.
No.
And then pass me the box with this, you know, we don't have much space. Yeah, I will definitely be checking on that. Let's continue with the unboxing. Nothing left.
I don't think so. No.
Nothing left.
No more.
Alright. There's nothing left in the books. Is there hot swap? I don't think there is hot swap for this model. Yeah, there is no hot swap for this model. Surprisingly. Good cache there. But yeah, it's still using Omron switches, so practically the gold standard, I guess. So the power cable, the power brick, and we'll put that inside. We'll get to them later, I guess, when we need to charge it. Yeah, I think it's best if you can open it. Wait, where's the laptop? I'm scared later when you open it.
Yeah. Oh, let's try to win it first.
I think it's a bit tight because yeah, the vacuum.
Hey.
Ta-da! Ooh, wow. It's fancy. It's not just, you know, normal. There's a space. I don't know what, there's this divert here for the little window. I don't think they actually have an actual name for it. But yeah, you can see ROG Flow, the globe with the ROG logo. And of course, it's a very fancy packaging. So not like your normal gaming laptop packaging. It's very shiny. But I think the one you saw that day at the event, it was like chromed, right?
I don't remember seeing the box.
Yeah, we did. Wait, I think... Oh, I took photos on another phone, so yeah. But if I'm not mistaken, it was even more chrome. So, but of course, that was not a final retail unit. This is...
Oh.
So... And they also give you a microwavable package for all the documents. And nice enough is that they use Velcro. So instead of, you know, like tape, it's Velcro. You can reuse this microwavable package. So documentation, normal stuff, nothing too special. Just, you know, nobody cares about them. I think, is there a Asus pen here? Yo, there is. So yeah, this is, I think, maybe the one of two of the ROG laptops that you can get with the S Pen. So there is the Zephyrus Duo does support S Pen, but unfortunately it does not come with one. But this does. So, you know, if you're an artist and you want a very high performance tablet, this is it. If you want a more affordable one, there is always the Slate OLED, which is more affordable and also more efficient. Wow. Oh, they packaged together with the case.
It's really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me give you more space.
Um,
Wait a second. You want me to move this as well? Oh.
The keyboard is supposed to be detachable. Wait, this is pin.
Yeah, I think we better detach it and just talk about the tablet first. Oh. Ta-da!
Hey.
It's broken.
What?
No. It's like it broken into two.
You don't scare me.
Yeah, she has a PTSD with broken tablets, so let's not talk about that. So
Back here you can see.
that window.
Yeah.
Look at the reflective window. But I don't think I can turn it on. Do you have? If you press the power button, does it turn on already? Usually the review samples you have to like charge it first. Yeah, you have to charge it first. Don't worry.
It's supposed to be RGB.
Oh yes, it's turned on.
Oh my god. You see this? It's RGB, super cool. Fancy.
Fancy. What? Hot swap. Question from someone phobia with mouse switch. Well, I would say actually I only had like a mouse that failed me after 2 years. So generally I don't really mind whether like, you know, hot mouse or hot swap. But well, having hot swap mice like, you know, the Gladius 2 and whatnot, it does definitely give you the additional peace of mind. But I wouldn't say that like, you know, it's a deal breaker. Obviously on some mice like Logitech, I don't know whether you have taken them apart.
No.
So if you try to change the switches on a Logitech mouse, it's particularly difficult because they like to go with multiple PCBs. So with older mice, like for example, the Razer, what's that, Death Adder, it's only one single PCB. So when you desolder the switches, it's like a big PCB you can easily rest it on. But for mice like the G703 I use, they have separate PCBs for the switches. Each switch, the left and right switch, has their own separate PCB connected by a wire to a secondary PCB that's connected by a ribbon cable to the main PCB, which is like... But yeah, it's a good mouse, but it's... Why? It just makes it hard to repair. Screen on back. No, it's not the screen actually. I don't know whether it's like... Why is it like so dim on this camera? Oh yeah. So you can see it's reflective and it's it's a see-through window into the motherboard. So basically you can see a little bit of the motherboard. I did ask them why they didn't put it over like more interesting components, but they did say that, you know, it's not necessarily able to see the important components because some of them are placed away from the back, and you know, it's probably not the best idea to have it somewhere all over the place. So this is where they have it. But I would say that as long as there is the window there, anyone who sees it will be like, oh, what laptop is that? If they don't know what laptop is that, then they will ask. But I think anyone who has seen this PokdeLIVE will know lah.
And this thing that I don't know what's this.
What? It's a rubber tag, right? Oh no, I don't think you can pull it out. It's just a fashion. Because with recent ROG laptops, they actually went down like a more apparel inspired designs. So for example, you can see even on the G14 here, they went with this logo. You know, it's like the kind of labels you get clothes instead of like, you know, gaming gear. So that's their direction now for this lifestyle, more lifestyle oriented products. Pokde no sayang me, but I sayang you, bro. Oh shit. Speaking of which, so I should announce the giveaway winner as well. So yeah, I sayang you so much that I actually gave you the prize. No, actually RNG sayang you, not me. RNGesus. So yeah, thank RNGesus. Congratulations, Chongsen. You have won yourself the Ergo stand. So you can stand your laptop on it if it's less than 14 inches. Yeah, if you put a 15-inch, it actually works, but there are certain design elements that make it not work because yeah. But then you can try it yourself.
But there's a fan also, is it?
There's no fan.
Oh.
It's just a stand, but you know, it helps improve the ergonomics. Yeah, I think we should focus on this topic.
Okay, over here you can see the...
Is it Thunderbolt? Yeah, it is Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah, it's Thunderbolt. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Thunderbolt.
Your laptop 17-inch. Why you have such a big laptop?
Hey, how do you charge?
You can charge via the Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt, of course, supports USB PD because obviously this laptop doesn't have the power adapter. So we will be talking about the actual charging method I think most people will be using. So this, as you can see, is a very tiny tablet. Is it tiny? I don't know. To me, it's kind of tiny because it's smaller than 14-inch. It's like 13.3, right? Wow, I actually forgot the specs. Someone's going to be mad at me. So yeah, it's a 13.4-inch display. Obviously, very, very small for a gaming laptop, I would say. But then again, this is more focused on portability and stuff. And it's actually a full-fledged tablet, so you can use it as a tablet without, you know, the keyboard that it came attached to it. Because it has a kickstand that comes out like this. So, you know, you can just prop it up. And there you go, a literal Surface killer. So yeah, it's pretty much like a gaming ROG Surface if you are into that kind of thing. And yeah, you can see the vents at the top, so you know that this is not, you know, it's so I think I hit the mic as well. So yeah, this is not, you know, just your average tablet, which I think nowadays most tablets actually go with like either fanless or maybe they go with really silent fans. But yeah, this one you can see it has two vents. One is actually hidden in this 06 here. Oh yeah, 06 is the year the ROG was founded.
Oh.
2006. That you know why I know? Because on the laptop it actually says established 2006. Quite an odd number, but yeah. But yeah, so one of the vents is hidden in there. Yeah, you can see the fan as well. And over here is another vent. So two fans with two exhausts, which gives you quite a bit of cooling. And over on this side, there is the power button. And this is the volume rocker because, yeah, it's a tablet. You have to always remember that even though this is like a gaming machine, it's still a tablet. And you can actually have a camera in the back. I don't know why they actually put a camera in the back. Because personally, I hate people who take photos with tablets. You know, like they take the whole tablet up and block your view. It's like, bro, why? And they don't even take good photos. I don't exactly know what camera this has. It's a 8 megapixel camera. So yeah, I mean, obviously 8 megapixel is great for a laptop, but for a camera, I wouldn't recommend using it to take photos at important events. Okay, just to put it short. So the Thunderbolt port is here, and on this side you get another USB-A port, which if I'm not mistaken is a USB 3.2 Gen 2 port, which gives you 10 gigabit per second. Oh no, this is a USB 2.0. Is USB 2? Wow, that's odd. Oh, it's a USB 2 port, so basically just for your mouse and keyboard or whatever peripherals you want to use, like the cheaper thumb drives. Obviously nowadays thumb drives are a lot faster as well. Kind of surprised that they went with that. Yeah. And over here there is the little speaker as well and the headphone jack. So they didn't drop the headphone jack. This is not Apple, so yeah, they still have the headphone jack. And of course, the front here we have this webcam. We still have webcam. How much? That is something that we ourselves don't know yet right now, but yeah, you can stay tuned for the launch. It's gonna be happening soon. This features Full HD 4K. I don't actually know. So they have a number of configurations. They have Full HD displays as well as 4K displays, and I'm not sure which one this one actually has. So this one has the Full HD one. Nice. So the difference between the 4K version is obviously 4K is a higher resolution, so you get sharper visuals than this Full HD panel. But the Full HD panel gives you 120 Hz, which I do believe is what most gamers will want, especially if you're talking about, you know, pairing it up with a 3080 Ti or, you know, the AMD Radeon RX 6850 XT. So yeah, they have very long names. So yeah, the ROG XG Mobile comes in both AMD and NVIDIA flavors. And actually, if you get the last gen one, there is actually a 3080 and 3070 model as well. This year, they refreshed it with the 3080 Ti and the AMD long name graphic card that I just mentioned. So yeah, this is, I think, a very nice form factor. I mean, I don't exactly use tablets. There's one thing that you have to know about me, because one thing is that I feel like Android tablets just generally don't deliver good experience. And the second thing is that iPads. I know iPad deliver good experience, but I can't afford them. And Windows tablets, on the other hand, generally don't deliver what I want. So obviously with a computer, I want a keyboard because yeah, I do most of my work in text. So I need a keyboard, and obviously when you have this much space for a keyboard, there's always that better travel distance and whatnot. When you talk about keyboard like a tablet keyboard, usually it's a lot shallower, but actually this one is actually quite good. Yeah, it has quite a bit of travel. Pretty much like a normal laptop.
It's like the VivoBook 13 actually.
Yeah, the VivoBook keyboard is also actually surprisingly nice. So yeah, I think you want to talk about the keyboard. The tablet I think I put down is kind of thick, you can see. It's not your surface thinness, but yeah, I mean, you have that much performance. And yeah, before we get into the XG Mobile, we should just show off the port. So this is the XG Mobile connector. It's a proprietary connector that uses USB 3.2 Gen 2 X2, 3.2. So you get 10 gigabit per second over the USB-C port here. And then there's also a PCIe 8 link here. So in case you guys didn't know, they first launched the Flow series, the X13, with the AMD CPU inside. So one thing with AMD CPUs is that you can't have Thunderbolt. And a lot of external graphic card solutions actually use Thunderbolt, but Thunderbolt is limited to PCIe 3.0 X4 speeds or 40 gigabit per second. So this is double that. And it's, I would say, unfortunately, it's proprietary, but it's definitely gonna bottleneck your GPU a lot less, because if you look at reviews of a graphics card recently, so you might know the RX 6500 XT, which is limited to PCIe 4 X4, and it's fine on PCIe 4, but on older systems with PCIe 3 X4, it actually starts to bottleneck the graphic card, and that is a very entry-level graphics card. It's literally, I wouldn't recommend you to buy the graphics card, is how I put it shortly. So yeah, that kind of graphics card will also be bottlenecked on PCIe 3.0 X4, but this is, we are talking about high-end 3080 Ti laptop GPUs, you know, Radeon RX 6850 XT. So yeah, those graphic cards definitely will require a wider connection, and this is why there is such a connection on it. And there's actually more on that, but we'll get to that later. So now let's talk about keyboard.
Yeah, keyboard. It's pretty shallow, but it's really nice to tap on and scroll. You can see the touchpad is actually pretty wide also.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice touchpad, but I don't know, is it glass? Does it feel like glass?
No, but it's
think it
smooth,
might
like
be
it has a pretty smooth finish.
I think it might be glass. I don't know. The easiest way to know whether it's glass or plastic is to scratch it. But yeah, we won't. For all legal purposes, we won't. Okay. So yeah, it's I think it's Alcantara. Is it Alcantara or like a sweet? Yeah, I don't exactly know how to describe this material, but it feels good. It unfortunately seems to get dirty quite easily if you like have sweaty hands. So yeah. Over the back, I think this is Alcantara. Right, touch it.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like a more of a fabric finish, and then you have the, what does this say? Is this supposed to be R?
It looks like 2 to me.
Yeah, it looks like a 2. I don't, where's the light? It's a 2, right? Yeah, it's a 2. I don't know why does it say 2. There are definitely reasons for it, but yeah. And then of course, being ROG product, there's ROG branding over here as well, you know, on the strip. And then here there is the ROG Flow X13, ROG Flow Z13 keyboard labeling here, so that you know you don't accidentally use it with a wrong laptop. But since you get it along, you know, you don't have to worry about having to buy an external keyboard, which I think is something more tablet manufacturers, especially Windows tablet manufacturers, should consider, because sometimes they do sell tablets without the keyboard and ask you to buy the keyboard separately, and I think most people would just end up buying the keyboard. So it's like, while they tell you the price starts from, let's say, certain amount, but because of the fact that you need to add on extra money to buy the keyboard to make it like really usable.
DLC.
Yeah, you have to buy the DLC. But nearly a mandatory DLC. It sort of makes little sense. But then again, I do know of people like, you know, they do buy the tablets and then use it with their own keyboard separately, like the separate keyboards. I guess, yeah, they cater to those people, but those who are, I think, the mainstream, wow. Did you hear that? It snaps on so aggressively and securely. Oh, I think it's following the user. It depends on how gentle you are. And the keyboard actually has a slight raise that I think we didn't get to earlier. So the stand here, you can see there is a slight plastic edge. I don't think you can see it. There's a slight plastic edge so that, you know, you don't damage the metal, because obviously metal, I think this is plastic, but yeah, you don't scratch it as easily. This little bit of protective will protect both the surface you have it on and also the kickstand itself. And you can, yeah, move the plastic away. So there is a tilt, so it's more comfortable to type on, obviously, and it's RGB, which is important because it's a gaming laptop. Can you? It's not very visible. Is there any way to adjust fan? Yeah, I think now should be brighter. You'll probably be able to see it. It's not very visible. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's RGB. I'm not sure whether it's like one zone. I think it's most probably one zone because of the way it is. But we can go check in Americrate. Wow, we touched the screen so much until it's like all smudged, you know. Aura, color like a rainbow. Is there? I think it's one zone, right? It's all changing at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, but the back, why does it not appear? It's kind of shy. Yeah, you can see that there is RGB, but I think it's like a row of RGB LEDs, so they illuminate whatever that's inside. I think, yeah, I put this away for now. Let me just see what is there. Oh, they actually added a little metal cover. Do you remember the sample that we looked at didn't have the metal cover?
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that very clearly because I remember when we looked at it, it was like, why are we looking at random chokes and inductors in the tablet? You know, when you could probably show off the cooler, but yeah, apparently they did add some detail in there. So yeah, kind of nice. It's kind of small. I don't think you can see it. Yeah, I think that's the best you can see it. It's a little metal covering some of the inductors, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and there is actually the coordinates to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the ROG office or the Asus office. It's, yeah, a lot of, if you look at ROG products, you can find coordinates a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, because they do like to, I don't know why they want to give you the coordinates to their office. I mean, it's, most people who use coordinates are probably the military and you don't want. But yeah, so let's put this aside. And then the SG Mobile. So yeah, the DLC we have here. See? It's 2006 and they do this at labels now.
Oh.
So it's like, I don't know why I call it apparel inspired labeling. Because it doesn't feel like a gaming laptop to me. Oh, better not lose this. Imagine if you lose it. Oh, laptop gone. Oh, this is the 3080 model. So this is the old model. Why didn't you send me the new model? So yeah, we have the 3080 model with the XG mobile connector. And we put it inside first. Hold it, thank you. Oh, this is the power adapter, power cables. It's okay, you can pack it if you are impatient. And yeah, some documentation, so telling you how to get started. I think I should look at it because I haven't started it yet. I haven't used it before. So the X13 unfortunately didn't come to us for review, so yeah. Yeah, nothing much. Okay. Apa layan kita je? What do you mean? Ini admin minggu ni biasa reply komen. Ni I reply ni. Tak payahlah admin komen kan kalau I boleh reply on live je terus. Kalau tengok RGB kena buka lampu terang sikit, fokus macam kiri sikit. I don't think kita perlu buka lagi terang because I think the fact that we can't see it is because it is too terang. So we have one light coming from there, one light coming from there. There is actually a kickstand. If I'm not mistaken, there is a kickstand somewhere. Here. So yeah, it has a kickstand, so what she has done is not something that you have to face. And yeah, because this is actually quite expensive, and the main issue with this personally is that you can't buy it separately. So for example, if you decide to buy the Flow Z13 or Flow X13, I mean without the XG Mobile, you can't buy this after that. So let's say like now maybe you say, oh, I need a laptop that is compact, portable, and looks very good. So you can buy it without the XG Mobile, and you save quite a big sum of money. It's quite affordable actually, going by ROG gaming laptop standards lah. But yeah, if you don't buy it in the bundle, you can't get this separately, which to me it really reduces the appeal of the entire setup lah. So this is the XG Mobile, and this is actually a cooling intake hidden in the ROG logo, and you get a vent here, and I think you get more vents here because yeah, it's a 3080 and it's running at 150 watts. So this is the full power 3080, not like some 3080s you can find in the more portable gaming laptops, which top out at like what, 100 watts, 110 watts. This is 150 watts. So one thing to know about graphics cards in laptops especially is that you can sometimes get 3070s that outperform 3080s simply because the 3070 has a higher power limit and the 3080 has a low power limit because for whatever reason. Obviously, most of the time the main reason is because the cooling design is not developed for it. So you can put a 3080 in an ultra portable machine, ultra portable, ultra thin design, but obviously cooling is not that good, so you throttle it down. That kind of GPU is big, so it has a lot of CUDA cores. It's good for stuff like when you want to render stuff because there's a lot of cores to handle it. But when it comes to gaming, it doesn't clock up as high, and then you can't get all the maximum performance out of it. Sometimes it feels like a waste to get that kind of thing. So I do like the NVIDIA last time used to have the Max Q branding. I don't know whether you've heard of it. Yeah, so during the 10 series onwards, they had the Max Q. 10 and 20 series, they had Max Q. And Max Q practically identified the graphics cards that were more power efficient and less in terms of performance. So yeah, those laptops that came with the Max Q graphics, right away, that they are not going to be the most powerful gaming laptops out there. But what you get, is a portable, very nice design, that kind of stuff. But with 30 series, they somehow dropped the Max Q branding, and instead they decided to go with just wattage. And that's why, if you look at the specs tables on laptops, even on PokdeLIVE.net, we always have to mention the wattage, the TGP. So that is the total graphics power. And the higher it is, the better. And I think it is quite important to mention that this is 150 watt because that means that you get the full value of 150 watt 3080. So since we are talking about that, actually there is a number of ports. So as I mentioned earlier, the XG Mobile connector is not only PCIe, it's also USB. And part of the reason is to enable the USB ports here. So this is also a hub. As you can see, there is a number of USB ports. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 USB 3 ports, 1 display port, 1 HDMI port, and 1 LAN port in case you want to use LAN, which I don't understand why. But yeah. Yeah, it's an SD card slot up here. So yeah, it gives you a lot more connectivity because yeah, most of the time portable laptops, you don't really get the most ports, and ROG thought about that and they I mean they tried to overcome it with something like this. And also, you don't need to use a charger if you bring this along. So this can be your charger if you want to, because once you connect the power to this, it will charge the laptop along with powering the graphic card here. So that is a pretty interesting design if you are interested into that, because yeah, you can see the power connector here. So it's a big power connector, and yeah, this will be your power brick. So all you need is the power cable. Bring your laptop, and obviously they come with their separate pouches as well, so they won't be rubbing against each other and damaging each other. So yeah, if you get it with this obviously. And of course, if you want to go on, let's say, shorter excursions where you might not have as much time to game, you can just bring the 100 watt USB PD charger, because yeah, it gives you enough power for you to work on this laptop without having to worry about it running out of battery, or stuff. But yeah, obviously I think if you buy something like this, it's literally a gaming machine. You will want the XG Mobile. You want to plug it up? Yes. Okay, so this is my first time also plugging it in. So you can see that it is 2 connectors. There's a wider connector and a shorter connector. So this is the PCIe area and this is the USB area. And the USB port, if let's say you don't get this, you can use it with normal USB peripherals stuff, USB-C obviously. And once you plug it in, obviously this one will lock the whole port up. So yeah, there are like hooks on the side which you most probably can't see. So you know, when you plug it in, there's a lock button as well. Sudah mau habis kah? Belum. I think we are just getting started with the fun part. Yeah, so it locks on quite securely so that when you're gaming, let's say someone tries to prank you and pull it, they can't. Actually, they can. If they want to flick the switch, it will just come out. Yeah, but I think you have enough time to see that. So there's a switch here that lets you lock and unlock it. Oh. Okay.
Nice.
And you actually need to connect the power to that. Is there a wire down there that allows us to use it without unpacking the cable?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we don't. Hey, wait. This is the cable, right? Yeah. Harga sudah keluar belum? Harga kita pun tak tahu. Ni launching bulan depan tak salah. Wow, it's the famous Twitch streamer Cookies Eat Me. Cookie Eats Me. Yeah.
I want.
Is that a 3080 GPU? Yep, it is a 3080 GPU. It's actually a 3080 laptop GPU. Yeah, I think I forgot to mention the difference. So there is a 3080 and 3080 laptop GPU. That's kind of the main difference when it comes to gaming laptops, because previously they used to use the same GPU with the 10 series, 20 series. So on the desktop, 1080 is equivalent to the 1080. Wait, is it? Yeah, I think 10 series. 10 series actually not so sure right now. I think it is, but I'm not so sure. There are yeah, I think 1080 is the same. 1070 is like different. While for the 20 series, all of them are the same, except for the 2070 Super. There are a few exceptions here and there where they change the number of CUDA cores and whatnot to deliver the kind of performance that they want. But yeah, generally it's the same GPU die, but at low wattage. For 30 series, it's not the case anymore. So yeah, it's kind of important to say that it's the 3080 laptop GPU. Now connect to that.
Oh.
So yeah, it is the one all-in-one. I said it during the stream. Agus sudah keluar belum? Cakap pasal tank duduk tepi amok. Okay. That's a heavy brick, maybe the heaviest. Well, obviously this is a GPU, not only just a brick, it's a GPU. Not only a graphics card, it's also a USB hub, it's also a LAN port, it's also a SD card reader. So it's more than just a power brick. So I think for however much it weighs, I think it's like what, 700 grams, it's worth it because you do get a lot of performance. Of course, I think there is some lighting on this side, right? Is that? You turn it on? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
See, the fan glows in red, but yeah, all you get is red because I don't know whether you guys know it, but ROG's traditional colors used to be just red. So yeah, for benchmarking, I think we'll keep it for another time. But yeah, this is pretty much the setup. You get the tablet on a kickstand and the external GPU on a kickstand. So all of that is on kickstands, surprisingly. Yeah. And it's connected with XG Mobile, so you get the a better performance like, you know, than normal external graphics card solutions. And I think the reason why they went with this, as I mentioned earlier, was the bottlenecking and also the fact that it started with AMD, so you can't have Thunderbolt. So this is one of the solutions. One thing that I would really like to see them improve is this cable, because it's actually rubber. I would wish that it was braided, right?
Yeah.
I think braided would make it feel a lot better. Right now, it does feel very sturdy, but it's still rubber. I'm afraid after a few years of using, you know, it's like gonna like crumbly. Specs apa tengah review ni. Alright, let's go through the specs. So the XG Mobile is the 3080 model, which was already launched last year, so not much to talk about that. And for the CPU, we have the 12th gen Intel Core i9-12900H paired up with 16 gigs of DDR5. Wait, is LPDDR5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's LPDDR5, so 16 gigs of LPDDR5 running at 5200 megahertz, and there is a 1 terabyte SSD. I think this is a PCIe 4 SSD, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know based on the number. And of course, for the graphics, we have the Intel Iris Xe graphics with 96 EUs because, yeah, this year the 12th gens are actually very powerful in terms of integrated graphics. And you have a 3050 Ti integrated into this tablet. So let's say if you want to just play some Dota, you can play it on this without connecting to an external graphics, unless of course you want 200 FPS in Dota, then yeah. But if you just want like 60 FPS experience in Dota, well, you just need to bring this along with the power, with the tiny power brick, which I lost, that tiny, with the 100-watt power brick that I was carrying around. With this power brick, and you'll be set to game, provided you don't want to play Cyberpunk, because yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's a 35-watt one. Yeah, so this is a 35-watt RTX 3050 Ti, and it can boost up to 40 watts, but still that's a pretty low powered one. The maximum power for 3050 Ti laptop GPU is about 80 watts, so that's about like half power. So you have to keep your expectations well controlled, I would say. But then again, you don't find gaming tablets, so this is still, I would say, a pretty expectation shattering type of design, I would say. Yeah. And that's pretty much what I have to talk about this. Do you have anything you want to add?
No.
Oh, you want to review this one?
Am I gonna review this one?
I don't know. Do you want to do the video for this? I mean, we can, but yeah, definitely the testing will be done by me, I think. Yeah. So yeah, the Scar actually I still haven't gotten to testing it. So the Scar and this one, the reviews will be coming out soon as I can, because yeah. But overall, I don't think there is much. To be honest, I really don't find much to complain about. I mean, the previous one, when we looked at the engineering sample, there were some, like, I would say some flaws in the build. This one, when I look at it, it does definitely feel a lot more solid. Everything looks more polished. But then again, that is what you expect when you pay for, you know, this much money. I don't know exactly how much it costs, so yeah. But I can guarantee you it's not gonna be cheap, because it's ROG. Everyone knows ROG is not cheap. 29,999 with Win and Amoy. That's a pretty good bundle for you if you get that. The Amoy is there to deter people from, like me, from asking Win as next week giveaway. So when is she available? Next. Siapa nama Amoy? Nama Amoy Vanessa. And you can find her on Twitch as Cookie
It's me.
Cookie It's Me. Yeah, Ng Chong Sen remembers the name. I don't normally comment on women's clothes, but I have to ask if her shirt is real merch.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's like a Malaysian fan base one, but it's not official.
Okay. Alpha 299 will win without Amoy. Yeah, actually, we have the price. Flow 13 is not announced in Malaysia yet, right? Because I don't remember writing the price. Oh, they actually listed out the price already. Yeah, but it's not available yet, so. So 13K for this, I would say okay, because it's 3080 first thing, and it's that portable. Probably would have wished for a 14-inch, but then if you try and carry a 14-inch tablet, it's gonna be very tiring as well.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a okay compromise. Overall, I guess everything comes down to what you really want in a laptop. Obviously, for me, I would like a keyboard along with it, which is why I still say till today, the G14 is my favorite laptop, and still probably is gonna be, except for the 2022 version, which won't have a print screen. Which, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hate. Dapat pen. Yes, dapat pen dalam package. The Asus pen, which...
Is 13K included this? Is this part of it?
Yeah.
The whole bundle?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. They don't have it for sale yet, that's the thing. Oh, must have missed the pricing. Oh no, this is the last gen price. I made a mistake. So yeah, the X13 is 14K, 13,499. This one, because it's 12th gen. And yeah, overall, it does look. I don't know about you. I do find that the worst form factor is actually the convertible because I really don't have a use for it to fold backwards. Yeah, I really don't have a use for that. But then if you want that, that one is available as well. But that one is AMD powered, and currently apparently there's some supply issues at AMD, and I think everyone knows there are supply issues. So yeah, I think that one might be a bit later coming to Malaysia. Intel, as far as we know, does have better supply. So hopefully we'll see this sooner. But exactly when, it should be in April or maybe May. So yeah, stay tuned for the pricing, and also yeah, how much the bundle costs. Obviously, I think without the GPU, it will be a lot cheaper.
Definitely.
Drop test. Tak boleh buat demo lagi ke? What type of demo do you want? I mean, we tested the... I don't know what you want to see, but you can definitely stay tuned for the review. The review will be complete, and we'll test as many scenarios and performance aspects as you can.
Tell us what you want.
Yeah, you can tell us what you want to see, then we can try to fulfill you. When is Folder gonna drop test Win Chan? I don't know whether you know, I actually cut my finger that time. It nearly came off, but yeah.
What?
No, it was unrelated to work actually.
Oh.
But yeah, that was my physical test, so yeah. Demo game, please. You can stay tuned for our short. I think I'll post a story when I actually get the time to demo, because obviously there's no games here and downloading it will take some time. And yeah, but stay tuned for that. We'll definitely be testing games on it, because I mean, what's the point of testing a gaming laptop if you don't game?
Actually, I tried God of War during the event that day. So I tried without the external GPU, all on high settings. It was pretty laggy, but then as soon as you plug this in, it was super smooth. It was very nice.
And surprisingly, it didn't like jank or anything, right? It just went on.
Yeah.
It's
straight away, just
quite nice. It's a pretty good design, but obviously, for the best stability when you want to game, you know, like let's say if you're a competitive game, don't try pulling it out and plugging it back in, because there's a good chance something might happen, and then you know. Legend, has it been tried to be naughty? Well, it was an accident, and I don't know much to elaborate on that. But yes, that is my most physical test, I would say. Drop test. I don't plan to drop myself from the 20th floor yet. So, yet.
No.
So, yeah.
No.
Think if you're looking for a tablet, gaming tablet that you can be creative on with a pen, because I mean, most gaming laptops don't support touchscreens. This is one of the few that are powerful enough to support a 3080 as well. So yeah, this is probably the choice for you. But yeah, definitely stay tuned for a review. I will do more in-depth testing and see whether it's worth your money, whether you should buy it, or maybe you should get something else. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for watching. And next week we'll be giving away the realme backpack that we announced today. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and see you guys next week. Bye bye.